Welcome to our movie review channel. Today, we're taking a look at the highly rated 2022 film, The Bad Guys. We think it's one of the must-watch films of the year. However, before we dive into our review, we'd like to make a quick request to all of our loyal viewers. If you're enjoying our content, please consider hitting the subscribe button and turning on notifications. It helps us keep bringing you the best movie reviews and supports our channel. Now, let's get into our review of The Bad Guys. The Bad Guys, a gang of notorious criminal animals led by the girl-headed Mr. Wolf and known for their bold thefts while eluding the law, attempt to steal the Golden Dolphin Award from guinea pig philanthropist Professor Rupert Marmalade IV after being insulted by Governor Dianne Foxington on air in Los Angeles, California, in a world where humans and anthropomorphic animals coexist. When Wolf accidentally assists an elderly woman during the heist and is praised for the good deed, Wolf is affected by his wrongdoings and Marmalade's message about virtue. Wolf then persuades Marmalade to try to reassemble the gang after they are discovered and apprehended, with the intention of using the cover to try to steal Wolf's prize once more. The bad guys are invited to Marmalade's house, but his lessons are a frustrating struggle because they don't seem to be able to get the idea of good behavior. Ultimately, Marmalade's plan to send them on a rescue mission, a heist for good to save laboratory guinea pigs, turns out to be a failure due to Mr. Snake's inclination to consume the animals. Foxington makes the decision to scrap the experiment, but changes his mind after learning that Wolf is depressed over being despised for his kind. Foxington acknowledges her understanding of the situation and shares her optimism for him. After giving the situation some thought, Wolf decides to save a cat from a tree, which Marmalade films and posts online as a viral video. As a result of the publicity, the public perception of the bad guys changes, and the cynical Snake begins to worry about his friend. Wolf cannot bring himself to carry out the plan and violate the newfound trust he won when the bad guys carry out a new theft at the huge banquet, which was organized in celebration. However, a rare meteor in the shape of a heart is stolen, and the bad guys are blamed for the theft. When the group is jailed once more, Marmalade meets them in secret and mockingly admits that he stole the meteorite and pretended to be the elderly woman Wolf had saved in order to trick the gang into accepting responsibility. Wolf tells his group that he no longer wants to be a criminal as they are being transported to the second prison, but the Crimson Paw, a notorious rival criminal who later reveals herself to be Foxington, a rehabilitated criminal, saves them. As soon as they are safe, the bad guys bitterly desert Wolf for betraying them, but they are horrified to find they're hiding utterly devoid of their loot because Wolf gave Foxington the location as payment for his crimes. Snake realizes that the other bad guys can change their ways and help Wolf when he gives his final property to the naive Mr. Shark. However, Snake denies that it signified any change of heart before deserting the bad guys himself. While this is going on, Wolf and Foxington attempt to steal the meteorite from Marmalade's house. Marmalade, however, captures them and reveals that Snake has joined forces with him. He also boasts about his plans to utilize the meteor's power to command an army of guinea pigs to rob the city. The two, however, are saved by the remaining bad guys and seize the meteorite in an effort to thwart Marmalade's scheme. The robberies were stopped by the bad guys in the ensuing struggle, but despite Snake's betrayal, they decide to get him back. Marmalade rebels against Snake during the attempt, and the bad guys risk their lives to save him by pleading with Marmalade for his protection. The bad guys defeat Marmalade's scheme after saving Snake and turn themselves into the police. Marmalade tries to claim credit for collecting the meteorite, but it turns out to be a disguised lamp set by a discreetly atoned Snake. Snake outsmarts a stunned Marmalade by destroying the meteorite as part of his clandestine plan to aid Wolf. In addition, Marmalade is falsely accused of being the Crimson Paw, severely ruining his image and resulting in his arrest for his crimes. The bad guys team up with Foxington as they start their new careers as crime fighters a year after being freed from prison due to their good behavior. And that's a wrap for our review of The Bad Guys. We hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you want to see more movie reviews from us. And now, For a little joke related to the film, why did the villain and the bad guys always steal the show? Because they were the real leading actors. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one.